Hi! This video explains what Business Central partners should consider when designing the onboarding experience when customizing the welcome banner and user checklists. It's a clip from a launchment video for 2023 Release Wave 2, but it's equally relevant today. Let's turn it over to Sarah, who will tell us more about it.
So now we have established that when the users arrive at the role center in Business Central, the banner is there to greet them and to really be this entrance for where to get started. So when creating content for the banner, keep in mind to keep the welcome message short and clear and to make the user really discover and want to follow that call to action. And once the user clicks the action, in this case, show demo tours, the checklist shows up in the banner, providing overview and structure of the relevant activities, guiding the users successfully through discovering key values in Business Central. So, as Søren said, the checklist is really the main onboarding piece that allows you to surface the different onboarding components and orchestrate what the customer goes through. But just remember that the user can move and navigate freely between the tasks and might even skip some of them to revisit them later. So you can't always guarantee that they follow the order that you decided. And also consider the difference between a checklist for the eval trial situation where you want the users to experience the value propositions and the go to live checklist where the purpose is to get Business Central set up in the perfect way for the customer. So when putting together the checklist for the evaluation and trial, keep in mind that the customer's patience and maybe even time is really short. That's why we also have the little minute indicator on every task. So you want to put together the checklist for evaluation that is really short and with as little friction as possible. So it's important to try to avoid complex tasks for the users to not feel stuck. Maybe start with a smaller task first that gives them an understanding of Business Central as well as a feeling of success and progression in the checklist. Because we know that builds confidence in users to go and explore further. And also consider if you can use a good mix of content, as Søren said, so not have all videos or all spotlight tours, but a good mix creates a more engaging experience. Now, the checklist used for Go Live has a slightly different goal. Now it's actually about setting Business Central and the user up for doing work. And the checklist items can be a little more involved, related to setting up users, permissions, and so on. And in that case, it's really important that you consider the user's role and make the checklist role-oriented. So if a user isn't responsible for permissions, showing a task about permissions would not be a good choice. Also, keep setup as short as possible. Pre-configure as much as you can. What we've found also is that if you have too many checklist items, it doesn't work so well. The checklist is designed for 5, 6, maybe 7. And if you have more than that, you can wrap those up in an assisted setup list, as Søren showed, and guide the users that way.
To learn more, visit aka.ms/bconboarding. Thank you for watching.